The markets were crashing. Millions of Americans were panicking. But someone already knew. While you were watching your savings disappear, certain people in Washington were smiling. No cameras caught it, no press conference revealed it, just money moving in silence. And now, 2 U.S. senators are asking the question that nobody in power wants answered. Who inside this government knew what was coming before the rest of America did? How did they know? When did they know? And what exactly did they do with that information? This is the story they hoped would get buried under war headlines. It didn't. Think about that for 1 second. Markets move on information, and information is power. What if someone with access to classified decisions used that access to get rich? What if the trades happened right before the announcements, days before, sometimes hours? And what if the people being investigated are the same people writing the laws? It started with tariffs. The Trump administration announced sweeping new trade penalties. Markets went into free fall. The Dow dropped hundreds of points in hours. Retirement accounts, college funds, gone, just like that. Ordinary Americans had no warning, no heads up, no time to protect themselves. But deep inside Washington, certain accounts told a very different story. Stock trades were happening, options being purchased, positions being moved, quietly, carefully, deliberately. And the timing? Almost surgical. Right before the announcements hit the public wire. This wasn't luck. This wasn't coincidence. Someone knew something the rest of us didn't. Senator Mark Warner saw it first, then Senator Adam Schiff. They started comparing notes. What they found made them go quiet for a moment. Then they picked up the phone. They launched a formal probe. A direct investigation into potential government insider trading. The target? Officials with access to sensitive economic and national security decisions. People who sit in rooms where tariff plans are born, where war decisions get made. People who knew, before you, before Wall Street, before anyone, exactly what was coming. Warner called it profoundly troubling. Schiff called it a potential betrayal of public trust. But here's what made it even more explosive. This wasn't a Democrat versus Republican fight. This was about people inside the government using their position to profit from national chaos. Here's what most people don't realize. Members of Congress trade stocks, legally, all the time. They sit in classified briefings, they hear things no one outside those rooms ever hears. Then they walk out, and some of them make trades. And the law is frustratingly weak. The Stock Act was supposed to stop this, passed in 2012, supposed to bring transparency. But enforcement? Almost non-existent. Penalties? A $200 fine, that's it. $200 for potentially millions in illegal profits. You do the math. And now, with a war happening, with tariffs shaking global markets, the stakes are higher. More classified information flowing through Washington than ever before. More opportunities to exploit it, and more money to be made by those with access to tomorrow's headlines today. Warner and Schiff weren't just guessing. They had data, trading records, timestamps, patterns. Trades executed days, sometimes hours, before major government policy announcements went public. Options purchased on defense stocks right before military escalation decisions were announced publicly. Short positions opened on sectors that tariffs would later devastate before the tariffs dropped. This isn't something any regular investor could do. You'd have to know. You'd have to be inside. The senators sent letters. They demanded records. They asked for explanations. Silence came back. No denials, no press conferences, just quiet. And quiet in Washington always means something. Step back for a second, because this is bigger than one trade or one official. This is about who government actually serves, you or the people running it. Every time a crisis hits, a war, a tariff shock, a bank failure, someone profits. And that someone almost always has a security clearance and a Washington, D.C. zip code. Americans lost trillions in the 2008 crash. Certain people made billions. Same story, different decade. The system isn't broken. For some people in power, the system is working perfectly. And that's the part they really don't want you to sit with and think about. So here's the question I want you to think about. Really think about it. If you had access to tomorrow's news today, what would you do with it? This investigation is still ongoing. No charges filed yet, no one in handcuffs, not yet. But Warner and Schiff are still pulling threads, and threads have a way of unraveling things. What do you think really happened here? Drop it in the comments, I want to know. If this opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to see this. Next video, we go inside the night Trump threatened to destroy an entire civilization. Don't miss it.